Thank you for joining me on this video where I, Tasty, will be taking one random news story from the day before, breaking down a little bit of the details of that story, and then ranting about it towards the end. I have a good one lined up for you guys today. This one's all about Unknown Worlds founder Charlie Cleveland stating that G2A owes him $300,000. That's right, $300,000. And in case you don't know who G2A is, that is a site where you can resell keys for Steam or other PC games alike. We'll be getting a little bit more about that and whatnot here, where, you know, if you guys did like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know that you guys did, and if you didn't, let me know why you didn't down in the comments below. I want to make these videos as great as possible for you guys so you can come back each and every time I make one. And speaking of that, I might be making these every day. Haven't quite decided. As of right now, I'm going to post this one in the morning, and then we'll see from there. But go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you guys can keep up to date on everything that we have going on here on the channel. And I want these videos to invoke conversation in the comments below, so if we can keep that kind of healthy and on topic about what this video is, that would be awesome. You know, I want that to happen where we start making a community where everybody starts, you know, discussing things that are going on in gaming world whenever I put out any news videos. Let's go ahead and start that rant. This article comes from PC Gamer. I'll leave a link in the description below so you guys can read the full thing. But sometime in July, G2A had promised or said that they would help make a tool that would help block or stop the selling of fraudulent or stolen keys being sold on their website. So, you know, that all sounds like good news to developers, but they said that 100 people have to sign up for the tool by August 15th in order for them to make said thing. So not only did they force people to sign up for something that should have already been on their website to begin with, they then gave them a short deadline with a short notice to the community of devs to actually sign up for the tool. Now, since the making of this video, only 19 devs have signed up for said tool. Here's a list of them right here. But not only in reference to this, G2A did say a little earlier in the year that they would pay back 10 times the amount that was in damages done by chargebacks due to them selling stolen or fraudulent keys on their storefront. Well, Unknown Worlds put out a statement, as you're seeing here, stating that since $30,000 was taken from them essentially in stolen or fraudulent keys being sold through G2A, that they were owed $300,000 by G2A. Not only is G2A, Unknown Worlds now $300,000, it seems like, but the makers of Factoria, Wob, I hope I'm pronouncing all that right, but it's Cube with a W, so Ube, I believe. Ube, the developers of Factoria, they roughly took a hit of $6,600, and they sent that information over to G2A a little over a month ago, and they're still looking into the keys themselves to see if those keys are actually fraudulent or not. Now, we'll get in a little bit of a rant here on a few things, because I think it's very, blatantly, not only is it disrespectful to the developers that are, being sold those keys on that site, but it's something that happens where, I don't think a lot of people understand why it's such a bad thing, because just like in scalpers for tickets when you're going to a concert or anything along those lines, where they get 50 to 100 of those tickets and sell them for triple or double or sometimes 10 times more than the actual ticket costs, they get that money back, and the actual people that put on the concert and everything don't get anything past what they've originally bought for that ticket. And all that money that you buy for that single ticket goes towards paying people to clean up the actual stadium, paying people to actually run the concession stands, security guards, all the 9 yards that it takes to run an actual stadium, or any place that puts on a concert. That money that you pay for that ticket helps put on that concert, and not very much of it goes to the actual artist putting on said concert, or the people back to the actual place that's hosting it. Vice versa, it can go either way depending on contracts. But either or, this is akin to say if you owned a pawn shop there. If a police officer or somebody is investigating stolen items that they think might be in your pawn shop, and they come and confiscate those items, you're out that money. You don't get that money back, and the person that sold you that item then gets arrested for said thing. There's a reason why that happens. It's because it's bad. It's not something that you want to happen. So essentially what's happening on G2A is that you have a few people getting fraudulent or stolen credit cards. getting fraudulent or stolen credit cards, and then buying hundreds, if not 50 or 20 keys, selling them on G2A. Those people that then bought them have the game for a little bit of time, but once the police come, or the people investigating the fraudulent charges for the stolen credit card numbers, they cut those keys off from the people that bought them. Thus, that you bought a game that you can no longer play because it was in all good faith that G2A was selling something that they know they shouldn't have been selling. So instead, you're out a game, the developer's out money, because that chargeback is then hit on the developer, because if you go to buy a game from a developer and then you get refunded that money, that developer has to pay that chargeback for it. So, that's something that's very dangerous to this type of industry, especially for something like Unknown Worlds. If they didn't have, such a good game, in my opinion, with Subnautica and that kind of thing, then $30,000 is a devastating hit to an indie game developer. Heck, even $6,600 is a huge hit to an indie game developer. That's like 1 month's pay for a single person at that company. So they essentially, G2A took 1 month's pay from somebody at that company, so that way their child, their wife, whatever they need to do with that money is now out the window, because G2A didn't want to take the responsibility that they should have taken in the first place and put in tools in place to not let fraudulent or stolen things run through their website. And it's such a terrible thing that I've never used G2A for that simple fact right there, that I'm not going to go on a website where I don't know where that key came from. And if I don't trust the website in question, why would I buy that even more? I will buy from places like Amazon and that kind of thing, because they actually back their sales. They take care of the people that are either selling it if something happens on that side, or if it's fraudulent, they will refund the money back to the person that bought it from themselves. So Amazon is taking it upon themselves to go out of their way to make sure that their customers are happy and they're buying things that are not fraudulent or stolen on their website. But G2A can't take the common sense approach that any other company would and stop this from happening. You know what? I'm going to stop it right there, because I don't want to go off for too much longer on a rant here. So, you know what? My name is Tasty. If you guys did like the video, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know that you did. And like I said, I want those comments to be a healthy discussion on what we talked about today. Don't let this angry tone fool you. I am happy on the inside. And remember, as always, I poop my pants.